Welcome to the online lecture series on 805 and microcontroller. In this video lecture, we shall write a simple program to understand the application of stack. The program is like this. Write an ALP to perform the following. What you should do is, you should perform A plus B minus C plus D. Okay, so here you have to add the contents of 30H with the contents of 31H. Then you have to add the contents of memory location 40H with the contents of memory location 41H. Whatever the sum you get, that you have to subtract from the sum of this. Okay, as an example, 6 plus 4 minus 3 plus 2. So 10 minus 5, so you should get back the result as 5. Okay, so let's start writing the program. So I will copy the data first, move 30H comma hash 6, move 31H comma hash 4. Then I will copy the other data, move 40H comma hash 3, move 41H comma hash 2. Okay, so if you remember the add instruction, one of the operands should always be in accumulator. Okay, so first let us add 40H plus 41H. Okay, so one of the operand data you copy to accumulator. Okay, so I will copy the contents of 40H into accumulator. So accumulator now contains 3, correct, because we had copied 3 to 40H. Then let us perform the addition. Add A comma 41H. So after addition, accumulator contains how much now? So 3 plus 2. So accumulator contains 5. Okay. Next I have to add contents of 30H and contents of 31H. Again I have to bring one of the operand into accumulator. Why? Because accumulator is always the destination in most of the arithmetic instructions. So I will say move A comma 30H. So what will A contain now? A contains the contents of 30, that is 6. But we have a problem here. What is the problem? If I copy the contents of 30H into the accumulator, so the previous sum, that is 5, will be lost. Correct? So that's why before I copy the contents of 30H onto the accumulator, I have to save the contents of accumulator somewhere. So there are many ways, but since we are dealing with stack operations, we will save the contents of accumulator onto the stack. Okay, so how will we save? Push. So what should we save? We should save the contents of accumulator. Okay, as you know, I cannot write A here because only direct addressing mode is allowed. So I will write the address of accumulator 0E0H. So what did I do now? I saved the contents of accumulator onto the stack. Now you need not worry. Okay, so your data of accumulator data is saved in the stack. Now if you can copy the contents of 30H into A. Now you perform the add operation. Add A comma 31H. So what will come in accumulator now? Okay, accumulator had 6, 31 has got 4, so 6 plus 4 is now 10. Fine. Now what should you do now? Now you have to subtract, right? So subtract the contents, the sum of whatever the sum you have got with this, you have to subtract from this sum. Fine. So for that, what is the instruction? You have to use SUBB. Fine. Now already we have the sum of 30H and 31H in accumulator. Fine. So now we have to get back whatever we had saved. Okay. Now for that, what will I do? So if I say pop 0E0H, what will happen? Whatever I had saved, that is 5 which I had saved, it will be popped up and copied to accumulator. But in that case, the sum of 30H and 31H will be lost. That's why I will pop up this in register R0. So now register R0 contains what? What was the last thing I had saved? 5. So register R0 will contain 5. Okay. And as I had said earlier, before subtraction you have to clear the borrow flag. So I will say clear C. Then I will perform subtract A comma. So 00H is nothing but R0. Either you can write 00H or you can write R0. So what has happened now? Contents of accumulator, okay, contents of register R0 are subtracted from contents of accumulator, and the result is stored back in accumulator. So what did accumulator had? 10. Fine. Then when you popped up, 5 got stored in R0. So 10 minus 5 is 5. That will be stored back in accumulator. So this is just an example wherein it is shown that how it is important that we have to save the data temporarily onto the stack. Okay, so let us execute this program. Fine. So memory location 30H contains 6, memory location 31H contains 4, then memory location 40H contains 4, memory location 41H contains 2. So let me perform the first addition. Okay, so 3 has come in accumulator. So when I perform add, so 5, the result 3 plus 2, 5 is stored back in accumulator. Now this I am storing it in the stack. So by default the stack will be pointing to 07H, right? So now when I say push, stack pointer will be incremented by 1 and the contents of accumulator will be stored onto the stack. So see here, this is 0, first location of RAM, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So stack pointer will be incremented here and the contents of accumulator 5 will be stored at memory location 8. Fine. Can you see this? See here. Stack pointer incremented by 1. So it is pointing to memory location 8 and 5. Your result is stored. Now you need not worry about the contents of accumulator because you have already saved onto the stack. Now let me perform the next addition. So I moved contents of accumulator to contents of 30H to accumulator. Now I am performing 6 plus 4. So 4 is stored in 31H, right? Okay. As you can see, it is showing 0A in hexadecimal. Fine. So accumulator contains the addition of 6 plus 4, that is 10. Now whatever was the previous sum, that has to be subtracted from this A. That's why I am popping that result, and where I am retrieving that result, I am retrieving that result in register R0. So the address of register R0 is 00H. Okay, so as you can see, R0 now contains nothing, 00. When I retrieve, you can see 05 in R0. You can also see at memory location 00H 5 has come. Okay, now I can perform subtraction. A contains 10, R0 contains 5. So what will be the result now? The result will be 5. So this was a very simple program to demonstrate the use of stack memory. Okay, thank you.